Sports Radio 95.7.
Well, the Phillies scored that run over Cahill in the bottom of the second. The 2 walks, then 2 strikeouts. Now Ruiz, the catcher, against Cahill. Center field crisp, a step or 2 toward right center, left and right straight away. The pause in the 1-1 pitch. Ruiz hits a drive up the middle. Base hit center field. Howard's around third. He's going to score. And going to third in the play is Victorino. Carlos Ruiz. Line drive, base hit to center field. And here in the bottom of the second, the Phillies have taken a 1-0 lead. Now their pitcher, Cole Hamels, was coming up, and he really made a bid to extend the lead. Cahill ready at the belt. Here's the delivery, and it's swung on, hit down the left field line. A long run. Matsui going back, reaching up, and he makes an over-the-shoulder catch at the base of the warning track in the left field corner. A good play by Matsui as Hamels gives it a ride the other way. The Phillies get one. They leave 2, and after 2, it's 1-0 Philadelphia. That'd be the last real chance for the Phils against Cahill until the 8th inning. Meanwhile, the A's would tie it up in the 3rd, courtesy of Adam Rosales.
Rosales' first start in 6 days. He swings and flies one toward right. Brown turns back. It's over his shoulder, near the wall, and this one will go. Adam Rosales with a sprint around the bases ties the game at 1. Rosie going opposite field at Citizens Bank Park and clocks the long ball. It is his 2nd of the year, and we start all over at 1-1.
Then in the bottom of the 3rd with 2 out and nobody on, Chase Utley really gave one a ride to right center.
Here comes the 0-2. Swung on, belted toward right center field in the alley. On the run is Connor Jackson. Reaches out, makes a tumbling catch, holds on the warning track, and the inning is over. Connor Jackson with a backhanded grab saves the inning, takes extra bases away from Chase Utley, and Trevor Cahill has a 1-2-3 frame. On to the top of the 4th inning. A's 1 and the Phillies 1.
In the 4th inning, the A's had Ellis leading off. He was hit by a pitch. He was caught stealing. Crisp walked. Matsui singled. After Jackson flied to center, the A's had 2 on with 2 out for Scott Sizemore.
It's a 1-1 game. Here's Sizemore. 0-1 pitch slapped to the right side. A base hit for Sizemore. It scores Coco from third base. The A's are in front 2-1. So the bluff by Crisp, getting him from 2nd to 3rd, pays a dividend. Sizemore his 11th RBI, 7 of those in the green and gold, and Oakland has their first lead tonight.
And then Cahill retired the side 1, 2, 3 in the 3rd, 4th, 5th. Then in the 6th inning, he got the first 2 outs. Then he allowed a base hit to Chase Utley. At this point, the A's are leading 2-1, and the dangerous Mr. Howard was up. And the 3-0 to Howard is a green light. Good call, Vinny. A ground ball to right field. Weeks is out there, and he throws him out. Jamal about 50 feet into right field. Howard got the green light. He bounces out for 3, and the inning is over. And after 6, it's still 2-1 Athletics. It was still 2-1 Athletics as the game went to the bottom of the 8th. A leadoff out. Ruiz was out for the first out. Then Ross Glode pinch hitting for Hamels, line a double to left center. Michael Martinez ran for him after Rollins struck out and Polanco walked. A wild pitch moved Martinez over to third base. And now with 2 out, the Phillies had runners at 1st and 3rd. The call went to the bullpen. Andrew Bailey facing Chase Utley. Bailey out of the stretch, third base side of the rubber. Here's the pitch. Swung on, bounced to first, right to Mark Ellis. He goes to the bag for the out, and the inning is over. And Bailey gets the big out to get the A's out of the bottom of the 8th inning. The Phillies leave runners at 1st and 3rd. And after 8, it's still 2-1 Athletics. The A's got a cushion in the 9th inning. Michael Stutz was pitching for the Phillies with 1 out. Pennington, who had entered the game earlier as part of a double switch, walked. So he was at 1st, 1 out. Weeks batting for the A's. Jemiah Weeks, just over 2 weeks in the big leagues. And here's the pitch to him, and Jemiah drives one to right center field, up the alley, a long run. Victorino still racing. He's not going to get it. It's by him and going to the track. Pennington's at 3rd. They're going to hold him there on a double to right center field by Weeks. And the A's have runners at 2nd and 3rd. Good play by Victorino to play that ball quickly and fire it back. And Pennington went from 1st to 3rd on a double that was shot up the alley in right center by Jemiah Weeks. So now the A's 2nd and 3rd. Ellis batting for the A's with the infield in. And Stutz's 1-1 offering. Here it is to Ellis. Swung on, looped in a short center field. Long run, and Victorino's not going to get it. Pennington scores. Weeks goes to third. Ellis dunks a single into center field. The A's get a bit of a cushion. It's 3-1 A's. Now looking for a little more of a cushion, Coco Crisp was the next hitter for the green and gold. And the 2-0 with Ellis running is swung on, driven to right field. Dominic Brown is back. He's at the track, midway on the track, in front of the wall to make the catch. Weeks tags from third to score. Ellis gets back to first, a sac fly to right by Coco Crisp, and a 4-1 lead for the A's. Then things got tough for Bailey, working more than one inning for the first time this year. Bottom of the ninth with one out, a double by Victorino. He walked Ibanez, and now all of a sudden, with the A's leading 4-1 and with one out, Dominic Brown was coming up for the Phillies. He was representing the potential tying run. Bailey peers in to get his sign. The A's leading 4-1. And now the 2-2 pitch. He kicks, he throws, and it's swung on, bounce to second. Weeks to his right has got it. He flips to Pennington. He goes to first for a double play, and the ball game is over. A well-hit ball to the right of Jemiah Weeks. He backhanded the ball and flipped the ball. Didn't make a transfer. He flipped the ball from the glove over to Pennington on the bag at second. A game-ending 4-6-3 double play. And the A's have beaten the Phillies tonight by the final of 4-1. Andrew Bailey. Little bit of a high wire act in the ninth inning, and the kid from Jersey, a Phillies fan, winds up getting 4 outs and getting a tough save as the Phillies wound up with the tying run at the plate with 1 out in the ninth inning, and the A's, who after winning 6 straight, then lost 3 in a row, got a win they really needed. And Vince Cotroneo will be talking with the A's shortstop, and then later in the game, third baseman Adam Rosales, when the A's postgame continues.